Hello everyone. I'm going to show you the steps on entering in both midterm grades and final grades into Banner Self-Service. After logging in, you're going to want to navigate to the Faculty tab. And from here, you can access the grade entry directly through this card. You can also get to this from both the class list and the detailed schedule. But let's start by just going to the faculty grade entry directly. Alright, there are two tabs here, midterm grades, final grades, depending on which you're entering. By default, it is going to show every course that you are currently teaching and have ever taught. While the sorting of the list can be a bit random, you can click on term and sort it either in ascending or descending order. You also have the option of filtering it by the term you're wanting to enter. You can either enter in the banner term, or you can enter in the description. Either will work. Okay. To enter in grades, you're going to want to click on your course. And you will see the class list that populates at the bottom, and you'll see for this particular course none of the three have been started. Okay, you have the option of entering the grades in manually through this drop down. Just those two. You see the grading status was updated to completed. Say there was one that was not entered. It's in progress, so there are still grades to be entered. This one down here that's marked non-gradable is a student who withdrew before the penalty date. So, all right. This is one way to do it. Self-service also gives you the option to import your grades in an Excel spreadsheet to load it in. The same process is the same for loading in their last attend date, absences, and midterms. So let's clear out these grades, hit save. And you see where now, since no grades have been entered, grading status was updated to not started. Okay, so let's select the course, click up here in the little gear, and to start, we're going to export template. I'm going to give you two options. Select either one you want and click export. Let's open up this template. Alright, it will pull down every student that is registered in your course. It will auto load any student who withdrew before the penalty date. But as you recall earlier, one of these students withdrew with a penalty. This file does not tell you which one or which grade is valid, but there is a validation that's performed when the Excel file is imported. And if you enter in a grade that is not valid, it will not update for that student, but it will update for every other student that has a valid grade. So let's enter in A plus B, hit save, exit out of that. All right, and with this course selected, you're going to click back up on the gear, and this time you're going to click import. All right, this dialog box is going to open. To start, click in Browse, and you're going to browse for your file. Once that's done, you're going to need to click on Upload, and this will upload that file to a staging directory. And at this point now, it is ready to process. So click Continue. Okay. You see the file there. Hit Continue again. One benefit of using the export template is it automatically includes all the fields necessary to identify that student. You can build the file out yourself, but just be aware that there are fields needed to make that match. And if any of these necessary fields are missing, the file will not import. So let's hit Continue. All right, it processed the file. And you see that one record will not be imported. The other two records contained errors. So let's download that validation report. You see where one of them is a valid entry. It's the one that had a W. That grade is going to be auto-entered. It is one you cannot update. But see where the other one, final grade B, is not valid. And that's because that student withdrew with a penalty date. Or a penalty grade. So, but this one will import, hit continue, and finish. Now, when that's done, it will reset any filter or any setting that you currently have. So you'll need to go back again and enter the term you're wanting to search for. But you see now, the grading status is in progress. And it's not yet finished, as there are grades that still need to be entered. Update there, hit save. See where that is updated to completed. So for this course, all grades are been entered, and for this course, you are done. Let's see, down here, just enter in just random grades. All right, all these courses have been entered. Now, the process of importing that Excel file, if there is anything that is already loaded into this, if it is no value in that file, it will not override data that has already been entered. So if at some point earlier in the semester you entered in absences, when you pull down for your final grades and you do not include those absences, it will not remove what you entered in previously. So let's use Library 201 as an example. Hit save. Let's go over to midterm grades. And the same search under the final grades will work for midterms. So fall 2023. All right, so let's enter this down in here. And you'll see where the options are just a little different, since for this one, it does not give you the final grade. All right, so let's export this. Okay, let's scroll over. Let's enter in 88s. And we'll import, upload, continue, preview, continue, 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 and finish. And you see where 88s have been entered. So let's go and enter in midterms. And pull those, let's say, just delete them. And then entered in A, and A. Hit save. All right, let's go import in that file. Upload, continue. You see where the absences is blank. So we'll continue. You see that it is being mapped. Validate, continue, and finish. All right. And you have your midterm grades, and your absences are still there. Okay. As I mentioned at the very beginning, there are multiple ways that you can get to this screen. One way is through the class list. And with this, you have the option of a drop-down. So you can select Fall 2023. If you click in either of these links, it is going to do a pop-up that shows info of the course. To actually open up the course, you're going to need to click in any of the blank space or in any of the text that is not hyperlinked. All right. You see where the final grade right there is entered. But if you, let's select a course. All right. This one, midterms have been entered, so if you want to enter final, just click on any of the students for enter grade, and it will open up the grade entry for just that course. So just a way of getting to it and avoiding the search if you want to. But the process is the exact same. You can enter them in directly, or you have the option of importing in that Excel file. And with the detailed schedule, it's the same. Select the term, select your CRN, and it's a little bit more of a step because you're going to go through the class list, and then from the class list, you got to enter the grade. And that is it to entering in grades. If you see anything that is not completed, there is something that is missing. So that course is not ready to be rolled. And once the grades have been rolled and have been moved to academic history, you'll see a little green check mark that shows up there. So we'll do just save. All right, completed. All grades have been entered, and you are now done for that semester.